Dusty Thunder subreddit. Am I the asshole for doing nothing to prevent a Texas wedding blowup? Being from Texas, I had to read this one. I am 33 male. My cousin Helen, 32 female, is getting married in a few weeks in Texas, and it is truly a train crash about to happen, and I am feeling awful knowing what will inevitably happen. For some background, Helen grew up in La La Land. Her parents divorced when she was young, and everyone in my dad's side of the family has coddled her extremely, like to the point that she lives in a land of unicorns and gumdrops. One huge issue has to do with the fact that her father, Carl, my uncle, is absolutely insane. Like, has offered to end a cat with his bare hands when a family member was moving to get rid of the problem, drinks excessively, dated my cousin's friends, girls her age in the past, just wild stuff that could be its own post. He ended up getting a mail order bride, my cousin's age, 5 years back, and they had a baby 2 years ago. The thing is, my cousin will not have a relationship with her father's wife or brother. To this day, she says, I have no brother. Fine, but it's weird holding a grudge for a 2-year-old. When wedding planning started, my cousin made decisions on the wedding to ensure her stepmother and brother would not be there. She just hates them because they're my uncle's new immediate family and is jealous that her brother can have a present father that she never had growing up. Well, her plan worked, and wife/brother are not going, and their relationship has gotten worse because of how it happened. Without his wife there and being resentful of his daughter's hatred of wife and brother combined, he just learned this because of how she handled it. With an open bar, there will be a scene. Carl is known for making scenes, being escorted, carried out of events, having problems with law enforcement, starting fights, you name it. Every time this happens, my family would tell my cousin a lie to protect her from seeing who he actually is. This has resorted to Operation Helen. When these things happen, which is when one of us runs to make sure Helen is in another room until one of the other uncles tells her a lie, such as, Dad had to take a serious call, or he got very sick. She truly does not know this will inevitably happen, and it breaks my heart because when I say it will happen, especially without Uncle Carl's new wife there, it is 100% gonna happen. The other part is that my cousin breaks down into tears if anyone brings up Carl's wife or her brother. It's like she blocked them out of her mind, and if anyone brings them up, it will lead to her having a tantrum or crying for hours. Side note, we were at a wedding 2 years ago when the wife was nearly 7 months pregnant and showing, obviously. And when I asked Helen if she was excited to be a big sister, rookie mistake, she broke down and said she will never speak about it. We'll never have a brother, etc., before having to leave altogether. The thing is, everyone outside of the immediate family, because again, everyone is very hush-hush, has no idea about this. It is bound to happen that someone will ask her or him in earshot where the wife and kid. Knowing Helen, the minute she hears it, she will have a meltdown. Okay, well, I'm going to say number one, your family are assholes because you guys have kept her so shielded that literally, what is her age now? She's 32 now. So your family has not, it's not that they just shielded her through childhood. She's 32 and still being shielded. That is ridiculous. As well as that means if her little brother's only 2, she was 30 when he was born. Even though I don't agree with it, I can see where a child might have some resentment towards another child from another relationship when they're kids or early teens. She was a grown-ass adult who has an issue with the fact that she has a 2-year-old little brother. That baby did not ask to be born. And whether her dad got a mail order bride or not, it's not like he left her mom or anything like that. Honestly, Helen is an asshole. Period. But so is your family for sitting there and allowing her to go ahead and have a lifestyle of La La Land where everything is fake, butterflies and rainbows. You guys never gave her the opportunity to build the tools that were going to be needed to cope with stress and just life events throughout the rest of her life. What you guys did is you created a Barbie doll that is going to expect everything to be perfect. And when it's not, she either has a meltdown or she will just delete them from her life. So your family did her a disservice, period, across the board. If you guys were right, you'd actually just say flat out, this is what's going to happen, period. Here's who your dad is. You're an asshole for not liking your brother for no other reason than because he's alive. But I digress. Let me get back to your story. So we've got some family members that are about to be mentioned. We've got Grandma A and we've got Grandma B. Grandma A little more backstory. My cousins and I grew up with two grandmas on our father's side because my grandfather divorced and remarried before we were born. We'll call them Grandma A and Grandma B. Well, my grandfather passed away a few years back, and my cousin was insistent on both grandmas being at her wedding. Little does she know that Grandma A is a full-fledged hoarder, has several mental issues like full-on television show worthy, is a narcissist, steals, treats people horribly, verbally abuses people, causes scenes, the works. Is she Carl's mom? Because it sounds like it might have gone down the generational choo-choo train. Again, my cousin has no idea about any of this because growing up, everyone lied to her about the severity to make sure Helen has the idea of a perfect life. Grandma A will light up a cigarette at the table and try to steal presents, no doubt. Put it plainly, Grandma B had dementia. She lives full-time in an assisted living facility and doesn't remember much. She doesn't remember her husband passing. Her dementia started progressing before he passed, and they kept it a secret from the family. She believes there is a family in the walls trying to steal her things. Oh, poor Grandma B. Again, should not be at a wedding. Well, my other uncle, Fred, who is her power of attorney, is afraid to let Helen face the reality of the situation and is bringing her anyway. When he told me this, I flat out told him it's a bad idea. Putting someone with dementia in a situation like this, in a different state, with multiple venues, just seems dangerous. Plus, Grandma A cannot be in the same room as Grandma B. It turns hostile, as Grandma A is just a nasty woman, and the last interaction they had on Mother's Day was terrifying. Not to go into details, but I firmly believe it triggered an increased decline in Grandma B's dementia. Oh, and neither grandma can drive and basically needs round-the-clock monitoring. Now, the thing is, my father, Helen's uncle, wants no part in any responsibility for either grandma. I know it sounds horrible, but he, from the get-go, said they shouldn't come and to tell Helen why. Now that they are, because Carl insists to keep this charade alive,